Today.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago. The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him and feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. They run again with Walker. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd down and 6 now. On the handoff, this is Walker. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. You look at this Niner defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But, boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Back to throw here. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deommodore Lenoir. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this... And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31. start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Two Rockies.
I saw that. I got it. And, you know, and right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves if we're going to have that kind of a reference. They've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
Walker now on 1st and 10. To about the 35, second down. This defense for the Niners, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Walker with another carry. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. To the 36-yard line, stop there. You look at this Niner defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
And they'll run on 3rd down with Charbonnet. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. From the 20, here's a 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
We're scoreless after 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. Here now, 2nd and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 1st and goal at the 1. Walker. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Chris Olave, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Now the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, They want to keep going, but what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll get this up to the 39. Purdy looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Out of the gun, Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Niners are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team. And for those...
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards. On the give, it's Walker. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And Walker once more. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort. What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 2nd and 2. Purdy now to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd and 5. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 3rd and 9. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. 12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want...
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Riq Woolen. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Hand off here to Walker. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. The extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Here's the option. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll go on the ground. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper. 17 yards, first down. Shotgun now with Purdy. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now Purdy. He's got it. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. He'll look to throw. And that's Elliott, complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And quickly they get to the line. 2nd and 6. He lets it go deep for Olave. A leap in. He's got it. He got it. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards. And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here, because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one, because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man is Ayuk, complete. Down to the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Niners have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
First and 10 at Charbonnet. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Straight ahead, Walker. Gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 139 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now a run with Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. To throw is Purdy. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing, Purdy. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Purdy to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Here's 1st and goal. Purdy to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Purdy to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a two-point conversion will tie the game. The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the two-point conversion to tie the ball game. They'll try and run it in. And he will get in. The two-point conversion is good. And we may be on our way to overtime. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And able to get this out to the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's all...
It got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
He finds his man complete. That's Elliott. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Conditions only going to get worse as we get back to football here to start this overtime. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings it back to the house. It's a touchdown. And in a crazy inning, a defensive score wins it. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my